We are mid teardown round 2 on this Tacoma drift truck, and we have some work to do in this general area today. What's up, y'all? Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome to the video. Welcome to the channel. Like I said, we got some work to do. We're mid teardown on the Drift Tacoma here. Next thing to come off on this thing is the cab, but before we do that, there is some work we need to do on the trans tunnel. I would like to get this trans tunnel cut out for our shifter and all that for our AR5 transmission out of a Pontiac Solstice that we have bolted up to a 2JZGE from a Lexus GS300. Now, this AR5 shifter is pretty long, so all the way from Japan, we have a part that bolts onto that shifter base, a new shifter base from a JZX110, I do believe. This is the part number here, and I have seen online that this bolts to the AR5 and gives that shifter base a little bit more forward of a shifter base, and it makes it come up through the floorboard as well a little bit differently. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox this, and we'll see how this goes. And so, rip, rip, yoink. And here we have our brand new shifter base. So this one, you can kind of see it's a little bit shorter. The shifter comes up from here, and yeah, should work out pretty sweet. Let's go see if we can get the old base off of the top of the transmission with the cab in its current state, or figure out how much work we're gonna have to do here today. All right, I just went under the truck, and I think I'm gonna be able to get this done without having to take the cab off and like jack up the back of it to get some more space under there. I can get to 2 of the bolts right here, which is handy. So we'll go ahead and take these off. Get that out of there. I think I said it, but the point of this is to get this shifter base on here and then cut the cab to fit the actual base we're going to use. That way I can go ahead and paint the underside of this cab here. And when we go to put it back on for final assembly and all that stuff, the underside is already painted and complete. Everything is cut to where it needs to be, and we don't got to worry about having to cut it after it's been painted and all that. So that's the thought process here. We'll see how that works out, but in my head, that works. And can I get to this bolt the same way as I did the other one? Everybody cross your fingers. Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna have to get an actual wrench. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second, but my ratcheting wrench is not wanting to fit. Ouch. Got it. Come on. Still half a turn at a time, but we're getting it with our fingers. All right, there we go. Criminy. Okay, does this come off? And there it is. And it slides out perfectly. Oh, it's so good. All right, let's take a look. This is why my ratcheting wrench wouldn't fit. This little kick out right here was blocking it, so I couldn't get it in there. But anyway, this is the AR5 OEM Solstice shifter base thing. And then this is side by side the JZX110. Now, look how much shorter that is. And that's, actually, let's go take a measure. This is at least 4 inches difference, 4.5 inches-ish. And then 4 inches and cutting a transmission tunnel is quite a bit. So I'd rather have it where it needs to be than be 4 inches off. So yeah, let's go ahead and try to bolt this thing back onto the transmission. Hopefully we can get this under here with this little, I mean, it's kind of high compared to the other one, but yeah, we'll give it a whirl. I'm gonna put some painter's tape across this right here to keep my grease nice and clean, and then we'll pop it on. I'm gonna do the old trick here. Put the tape on, get it nice and sealed around whatever it is you're doing. Then take my little hammer here and just tap around the edges, and that will cut our painter's tape to the perfect shape that we need. Just like that, and then give it a pull downward, and boom. A perfect fit around whatever it is that you're taping. I'm assuming some kind of breather goes right here. I do not have said breather, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm assuming it's something like this right here on this piece, but I don't have that. So I gotta order one or something. I gotta order like the shifter part of it anyways, so. There we go. The real question I had was the hardware, because this looks significantly taller with these spacers and stuff in here. And I was like, is the hardware even gonna be long enough? And no, it is not. Like a couple little threads are sticking out there. It might be enough to just bolt this thing down to get it covered up, make my lines and cut and all that stuff, but it's definitely not gonna, ooh, I can just do that. I was gonna say, it definitely is not gonna do it to like fully mount it on there. We'll have to get some JZX hardware, but I'm gonna pull these little bushings off all of these, and then we can bolt the hardware straight down to it, and that'll at least lock it on for now, and then we'll get the longer stuff later. Actually, no, I can't do that because it has a hole here, and I bet you money, yep, that fits right down in there. So the washers are not big enough. So, all right, anyway, I'll put this stuff back in, and then we'll figure it out. I know this is a terrible angle, and you can't see an effing thing of what I'm doing, but I'm gonna, oh, it's not gonna go. We're gonna have to cut, no, or I can measure how far it is from the back of the hardware to the back of this to get a general idea. I think that's what I will do. Let me go try that. Okay, so from the center of this bolt that goes on the plate for the back of it to the edge of this part right here is 4 inches. So I'm gonna come off the bolt spot on the transmission, and we'll measure out 4 inches, and we'll take a Dremel and we'll cut the cab that 4 inches, and then we will see if it fits and we can go from there. Okay, so I got it marked out. What I done was I measured from the front bolt back to here, and that was like 5.5 inches. And so then the extra 4 inches on the back would be 9.5. And so I measured it from the top, so it was easier to do it that way. And then now I've got like a basic shape. I'm gonna cut out just like the inner part of this, and then we'll finesse it around the edges later. But this is obviously not like correct or whatever, the spacing and everything, but I'm gonna just come down from here and we'll just cut out this little inner piece, get the thing on there, and then we can finesse those lines. I'm trying to keep it to like come down the same width here. This is 4.5 inches, or like 4.25 inches. So I'm trying to keep it the same width all the way down through here, and see what we can do with that. So we'll cut the inner piece out first and see what that does, if we can get the shifter base in there, and if not, we'll just keep cutting until we get it in there. Got everything covered up with our little shop towel in there, so let's get to it. Let's just start cutting. No more thinking, all that, let's just do. Well, that ate through that grinding wheel incredibly fast. We are just gonna bring out the big boy because I don't have any more cutoff wheels and I'm not going to the store, so just use the big O. Are you hot? Not so bad. I may have another shitty cutoff wheel to help grind that down a little bit, but it's gonna cut through it just as fast as the other one, but maybe I can get something done there. There's another one. All right, I think we have enough of a hole to be able to get this in there, so let's slide this thing down. Nope, I do not have enough to get the thing back there. Well, fudge, all right. Okay, a little more finessing later and we should be good to go on mounting this thing in here. Now, I got my pliers and some tape to reach down in here and to pull the shifter thing if I have to, but stick it down in here. We gotta get this piece onto said shifter ball. There we go. I think that got it. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and bolt this onto here. Even though the bolts are not long enough, best part is now I can just do it from the top. I don't gotta come in from the bottom. I'm not 100% sure these bolts are gonna grab. I don't think they're gonna, I don't know. That one might be grabbing, all right. Once we compress these bushings a little bit, it actually grabs pretty well. Oh, heck yeah. Okay, we actually got some tight. I will show you in just a minute how clean this is, but I'm gonna have to do something to make it a little, no, to make it a little more symmetrical, but yo, I can't really complain. Thread in. Fuck! That bolt seriously went down into the mount? Okay. Come on. Did I get it? Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, let's take a peek. Check this out. So, we gotta finesse it a little bit more on this side to make the curve the same, because I went pretty deep into it here, but we'll fix it over here to make it look a little bit more symmetrical. But yeah, there is the JZX110 shifter base on the AR5 transmission, and it honestly, well, it's hard to say without the seats in there, but I mean, that's pretty good. I don't think that's going to be too crazy of a shifter position, so I am really, really happy with that. Really, really happy how everything bolted together. I mean, it bolted right up. And now that we have that taken care of, the cab is basically done as far as like cutting is concerned. We may drill some like holes and stuff like that for some pass-throughs, battery cables, things of that nature, but as far as like this much cutting, it should be complete. So now that that is complete, we can move on and get the cab off of the frame, all that kind of stuff, and just do all the other work and move on from here. But with all that being said, I know this video is probably pretty short, but it was to the point. We had a job to do and we did it. We got the JZX110 base on the AR5, and I am happy with how it looks. Happy with how it fits. So yeah, if you got this far, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it very much as always. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have used this base on your AR5 transmission. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.